Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Banana Shaky. And today we're back with another video. And this time it's Rise of Bangtan Chapter 8. I need you. But before we get started, I just wanted to clarify a little bit about the streaming. I've never streamed before, so I don't know how it would work really. But if I were to do so, it would not take away from YouTube, and I would keep those things separate. So the things that we would react to on stream wouldn't necessarily be things that I put on YouTube, if you know what I mean. We're still gonna focus on here, of course, but maybe we could hang out, talk a little bit, watch some stuff together that doesn't really go on here. Of course, the streams, if I were to do so, because it takes a lot of courage and I'm a shy person, so it would be going up on Patreon as well, for free, of course. And regarding the time zones, I would be doing it differently. So if I were to stream 3 times a week, for example, it would be in 3 different time zones. I can handle it, it's okay. So that everybody would have a chance to tune in if they so wish to do so. And if not, it'd be on Patreon if you would want to react to it. And if it's YouTube friendly content, it could be put on here. I don't know how you guys think about it. I have not made a decision. I just wanted to kind of, see what you guys thought about it. That's all. But let's get to this. I Need You. We watched chapter 7. We're going to check out this one and then delete it in bonus content in a couple of days. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Captions. Amazingly done. I love that. Love it. Wow. Speaking of, we have to finish the universe too. It's been a while, but we will finish it.
Each year, over 100 idol groups debut. Only a handful actually make it. So, I'm gonna split into 3 categories. Famous idol group, half famous idol group, and nobody knows, not famous idol group. The first group I want to talk about is the famous idol groups. They're famous, they make money, you don't have to worry about them. The bottom group, because they're not famous, they have freedom. The company won't invest any more money in them. That means their contracts are nullified. They're free to do whatever they want. The half famous idols, the groups that do okay, they're actually the worst. So I like to talk about the big 3, YG, SM, and JYP.
3대 기획사인데 SM, YG, JYP?
SM, JYP랑 YG에서 3대.
Big Three privilege is a term people in the K-pop community use to refer to privileges some groups receive for being a part of a large company.
So I think there can be quite a few definitions for the Big Three privilege, but I think the most unanimously agreed on one is that artists from the Big Three, meaning JYP, YG and SM, have a privilege when it comes to success and popularity.
The Big Three companies have built a legacy and reputation in the entertainment industry in the last 20 years. They typically have a lot more artists, all very popular on some level. And these artists bring ratings. There's a lot of negotiation and a lot of pull to make sure that these Korean TV shows and even concerts have the best ratings and attendance for advertisers. It's a big circle and not exclusive to Korea. This is everywhere in the world, because when it comes down to it, it's all about what makes more money, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking real quick. It seems like the main priority or focus at that point is like when you got those big 3 and they've been dominating for so many years, that it's more of a case of more of a business. But I feel like it wasn't the same with Big Hit. I mean, of course, they have aspirations of also, growing financially, but the way they treated BTS, I feel like was very humane, and gave them a different kind of platform, and that's why I think they have just broken through the way that they have. but of course I could be wrong.
For example, if a company wants their new group on a music program, they'll often have to offer up their more popular idols for variety shows or other programming on that same network. Those same companies often have their hands in other parts of the entertainment industry, so idols from said companies are more likely to get CFs or cast in musicals, variety shows, and dramas. The privileges aren't limited to the big three. Any group from a company that's large, has popular acts, and has a steady cash flow will experience at least some sort of privilege. Debuting from a big three company and having these privileges doesn't mean your favorite idols don't work hard. No one is saying that. It just means you're more likely to be rewarded for your hard work.
When it comes to social media and online's presence, the Big Three's power is mostly present when it comes to Korea. The K-pop's Big Three power does not have the same effect on international fans.
Please show a lot of love to the middle tier K-pop groups. You know, the not so famous ones. I don't want to name any groups, but you know who they are, right?
콘서트가 재밌었는데 뭐 이런 거 해보고 싶기도 했고 되게 담아가서 간직하고 싶다는 생각도 많이 했고 이렇게 팬분들을 이렇게 찍어 왔는데 어디서 카페였나? 거기서 이제 팬들은 자기 가수한테 기억되고 싶다는 말을 들어서 사실상 똘똘이가 아니어서 다 기억할 수가 없기 때문에 뭔가 이 영상을 보면서 되게 더 열심히 해야지 내 팬들한테 더 좋은 음악, 더 좋은 무대 보여드려야지 이런 생각을 많이 할 수 있는 영상인 것 같다.
These guys are always thinking about improving and basically giving the fans the best that they can possibly give. That is very admirable, and it shows their love and connection to ARMY and just how much it means to them. BTS, when I think about it, they really had one of the hardest roads that I can ever think of. That's why I said their story is like one of the fairy tales. In fairy tales, it's always a lot of struggle, but there's like, they finally reach a good place. And these guys have gone through so much. Just the fact that they had to go up against the big three, controlling pretty much most of the media. Wow.
이제 컴백이 얼마 남지 않았는데 멤버들이 안 다치고 몸이 안 아프고 그냥 좋은 앨범이 빨리 나왔으면 좋겠다. 그 생각뿐인 것 같다. 요즘은 2015년 4월 4일 새벽 2시 지민의 로그 끝.
Bye-bye.
거쳐가는 놀이터 섬짓에 따라서 발렵한 작은 공이처 성적은 바닥을 기지만 난다 오히려 세상에 다 잘 될 거라며 괜시리 소리쳐 하지만 세상은 되레 겁죠 그럴 거면 멈춰 머리를 채운 상념 공대신 미래를 던져 또 남들이 칠하는 별점과 성공의 기준은 결격 덕이암처럼 퍼지는 걱정 God damn it 던져버린 공과 함께 퍼진 웃음 끝까지 차오른 네 숨은 꿈틀대는 꿈들 빨라지는 초보 행복해지는 맘 이 순간은 영원할 듯하지만 해지는 밤이 다시 찾아오면 또 먹는 현실 정신을 차리면 또 겁먹은 병신 같은 내 모습에 자꾸만 또 겁이 나 덮도는 현실과 남들은 앞서 달려가는데 왜 난 아직 여기 나 숨을 쉬어 아니면 꿈을 꿔
Oh my god. First of all, I love the way that they do intros, but Sugar rapping is so incredibly raw and emotional. Breathe and you can hear the breath. And what a breath it is too. And just those lyrics.
아니면 꿈을 꿔 지금 심장 박동에 맞춰 다시 너를 줘 남들의 얄팍한 잔디에 갇혀 모른 척하며 살다간 코트처럼 인생도 놀자 Whatever doing my life 이 순간은 언제든 다시 찾아오지 않나 다시 나에게 되물어봐 지금 행복한가 그 답은 이미 정해졌어 난 행복하다
Wow. What an intro.
둘, 셋, 파! 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다.
첫 번째 순서로 한번 진행해 볼까 하는데요.
그렇습니다.
방탄소년단의 세 번째 미니 앨범 화양연화 파트 1이 나왔습니다. 박수.
사실 저희가 학교 3부작이 끝난 이후에
네.
어떤 식으로 다음 앨범을 만들까 굉장히 고민을 많이 했어요.
많이 했죠.
그래서 생각이 든 게 우리가 또 19살부터 24살까지
네.
굉장히 다양한 연령대가 분포하고 있지 않습니까?
네.
그래서 만들고 싶었던 게 청춘이에요.
네.
이 청춘의 근데 마냥 아름다움보다는 조금 더 불안하고 위태로운 그런 것들에서 좀 더 포커스를 맞춰서 다 같이 앨범을 만들게 되었습니다.
I think that was an incredible move of them to focus on the more fragile and the instability, the uncertainty that youths go through, because I think that's what's really the core of a lot of young people's minds and the way that they think, because there's a lot of that, being insecure, not knowing certain things, and just things being foggy. So instead of focusing on the beautiful parts that maybe a lot of people can't relate to, they focus on the things that maybe aren't as attractive but way more relatable, something that you can really feel, and it has its own beauty to it.
근데 저희 비주얼이 예전과는 사뭇 달라서
그렇습니다.
이제 팬분들이 많이 놀라셨을 것 같아요.
그렇죠. 이번 저희가 새로운 비주얼을 하고 나와서 굉장히 깜짝 놀라셔서 이번 앨범을 굉장히 궁금해하시는 분들이 많다고.
아 그렇죠. 굉장히 많죠.
사진이 딱 공개됐는데 팬분들이 이런 말씀을 하시더라고요.
어떤?
방탄이 리즈구나.
야!
리즈 방탄.
야,
진짜 벌써?
네.
안 돼. 벌써 리즈면 어떡해. 안 돼. 나 좀 더 잘생겨지고 싶다고. 지금 리즈면 이제 추락하는 일만 남은 거잖아. 어떻게? 이봐, 현실에 만족해요. 야, 열심히 할게요. 네. 욕심이 많네. 욕심이 많어. 뮤직비디오 언제 공개해요?
오늘 밤 12시에 공개됩니다!
Oh my god.
자, 너무 싫었나요? 네.
Sugar's like, come back.
8개월 공백 동안 정말 많이 노력을 했습니다. 이번 앨범 준비하느라고 정말 후회 없이 준비했고요. 정말 후회 없는 활동 되도록 정말 화려한 그날을 맞이하도록 열심히 활동을 할 테니 저희 팬 여러분들과 또 이 화면을 지켜보시고 계신 다른 분들까지 정말 예쁘게 봐주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
주름표 다 사주세요.
예.
이번 활동이 방탄소년단의 가장 중요한 활동일 것 같아요.
아 근데 이게 매 활동마다 그렇게 돼요. 저번 활동 때도 이번엔 정말 잘 돼야 된다. 아마 다음 앨범 준비할 때도 이번엔 진짜 잘해야 된다.
오늘 앨범 잘 나온 것 같아요. 나와봐.
더 해야 될 것 같아요. 할 때마다 부족하지? 모르겠어요. 별로 안 슬픈가 봐요 지금 기분이. 슬퍼야 되는데 지금 1등하고 하고 있죠. 슬프지가 않아요. 화이팅!
To me, it's the fact that their growth was so organic. So it wasn't like they just became what they are today by just chance. But these guys have been steadily working, steadily kind of just, like if you check their arrow, like in those stat graphs, just it's basically a constant, just upwards motion, very organic with time. Of course, it's, when you reach a point that they have, it just increases. But these guys have seen everything there is to see. They haven't skipped any steps. They haven't jumped over any hoops,
둘셋퍼! 자, 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단입니다. 열심히 하겠습니다. 진짜 열심히 하겠습니다.
I love this song.
너 때문에 나 이렇게 망가져 그만해 이제 나가줘 못하겠어 너 같아서 제발 핑계 같은 건 삼가줘 야 나한테 이러면 안돼
K-팝의 시각적인 특성이 댄스 퍼포먼스에만 국한되는 것은 아닙니다. 뮤직비디오는 보는 음악의 시대를 여는 중요한 요소로 작용했습니다.
제발 좀 꺼져
Sorry, I love you, BANGTAN.
데뷔 초부터 방탄소년단과 작업 중인 룸펜스 감독. 뮤직비디오의 완성도를 위해 섭외한 인물이다. 방시혁 프로듀서는 예술성을 인정받은 룸펜스 감독에게 일찍 러브콜을 보내 10편의 방탄소년단 뮤직비디오를 만들었다.
요새는 뮤직비디오 역할이 좀 되게 많은 것 같아요. 새 앨범이 나왔을 때 제일 처음 접하는 게 이 뮤직비디오거든요. 음원과 동시에. 이제 그 안에 이 가수의 활동 방향, 뭐 이번 앨범의 컨셉, 전하고자 하는 메시지가 한 번에 다 들어가 있는 거거든요.
Is he still part of this? Because one thing that I've noticed is their music video are absolutely incredible. They're like actual like movies, we can just call them music movies, really. Because they're like, they have a story, it is so nice, the effects, everything is just like top notch.
지금 한 번에 다 들어가 있는 거거든요.
뮤비 촬영해야겠다. 이런 뮤비 처음입니다. 이거 뭐 제가 2% 멋있게 이번에 뭐 분무가 없으니까 연기를 잘해야 될 것 같아요.
좋은데 지금부터 이 차를 진영이 몰고 갈 건데요.
제가 운전하는데 제가 무서워요. 이렇게 몰아본 적이 없었어.
개인 신차량 때문에 길 가다가 불량배들한테 부딪혀가지고 맞고 감정이 할 수 있을지 모르겠다.
차라리 헤어지자고 해줘. 사랑이 아니었다고 해줘. 내겐 그럴 용기가 없어. 내게 마지막 선물을 줘. 더는 돌아갈 수 없도록.
I just got goosebumps, bro.
This is really dark, but the music is so bright.
It's that kind of texture, really. It's just, I don't think anyone is not shocked by what they see here. I mean, this is a music video. They go above and beyond, no matter what it is that they do. That just shows the absolute mentality that's within these guys, around them, and everybody kind of being on the same page. And last but not least, these guys' acting was, I don't know, I've reached a point where I don't think there's anything that they can't do. You know, if they put their mind to it, if there's something that they want to do, they'll do it, and that is
they're all suffering. It sucks. I did not expect this music video to be this.
What the hell is going on in this video? My heart is racing. What the hell?
Oh no.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god!
What? This video's so dark. This got intense.
Wow, man, this is just amazing.
I'm kind of like in shock. Like, I don't even know what just happened.
That must be one of the most incredible fan chants, but I Need You is just, wow.
Did you feel goosebumps? Like, did you feel like a chill? That's what I got right now. That's crazy.
Seeing them all like that, holy shit.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, I loved it. I really, 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 really loved it. But oh my god.
일단 할 수 있겠냐?
아니 뭐 1등 그런 거 떠나서 일단 앨범 자체는 좋아. 난 앨범 자체 노래 자체는
나
좋아.
이제 앨범에서 만족할 수 없다. 1등 해야 된다 이제.
맞아.
야 근데 기대를 갖지 마.
진짜 기대를 했는데 안 될까 봐. 난 그게 이제.
네, 5월 첫째 주 쇼 챔피언 챔피언송을 확인해볼 시간입니다. 네, 5월 첫 번째 수상자는 누가 될지 궁금한데요. 화면으로 만나보겠습니다. 함께 만나보시죠. 방탄소년단 아이리지, 빅뱅, 루저, 스타니, 미유, 엑소, 컬미 베이비, EXID, 아 예. 네, EXID 축하드립니다. 축하드립니다.
열심히 안 하고 있는 건가?
I thought they were gonna win, to be honest. But see, when I said they were going the hardest road, you know, sometimes you have to fall down, and you have to. Sometimes, you know, they say you have to fail to be able to succeed, and you know, it's about how. When you don't reach a goal, when you don't reach the things that you want, how do you act afterwards? If you have a deadline, if there's something you wanted and you couldn't get it at that time where you have planned, how do you act afterwards? Clearly, being in 2022 right now, these guys definitely recovered, took it in stride, and did amazing. And that that takes a lot of mentality. It takes a lot of mental strength to be able to do that in the first place. Because as you can see, these guys were nervous. They were nervous. You know, you want to win, but at the same time, you're kind of afraid of having those expectations. Am I gonna win? What if I want to win and think I'm gonna win, but that means I'm not gonna get anything? It's a lot of nerves, butterflies, and now let's see how they.
모르겠다. 아무튼 있는 건가? 모르겠다. 아무튼 솔직히 진짜 죽을 듯이 열심히 하는 것 같지 않다. 내 자신이 빨리 성장을 해야 되는데 요즘 뭔가 잘 안 되는 것 같다. 노래가 먼저인 건 확실한데 뭐 노력을 그렇게 많이 하는 것 같지도 않고 열심히 하겠다.
Oh my god.
열심히 하자. 전국의 로그 복잡한. 네.
What a log. That was basically an insight into what's going on inside his head right now and how he's feeling, and what we get is their honest selves, their honest truth. You know, no sugarcoating, no nothing. I think that's why these guys are so unique as well, just the way that they've been acting and reflecting on things. And instead of blaming other people, they're looking at themselves first and foremost, and how can we improve, and have we been working as hard as we should?
어때요? 라이브 세션을 들으니까 좋아요? 저는 굉장히 되게 어릴 때로 돌아간 것 같아요. 중고등학교 때 이제 뭐 길거리 버스킹도 많이 하고 또 이제 이런 소극장에서 최저 인원인 2명 앞에서도 공연해보고 그랬는데 이렇게 많은 분들 앞에서 이렇게 가까운 거리에서 공연을 하게 돼서 굉장히 기분 좋고.
제 생각에 그냥 기분이 대세는 아니지만 잘 되고 있습니다. 네. 감사합니다.
저는 지금 이 자리에 계신 저희 팬 여러분들께 굉장히 죄송합니다. 아 여러분들 오늘 굉장히 이쁘게 하셨어요.
네, 다들 예쁘
다
예쁘신 것 같아요.
이야.
햇살을 받아서 그런가?
어떤
그럼 바로 다음 곡으로 넘어갈 준비됐어요?
Oh my god. Well, these guys are just wonderful, all right? And you know, they're creating a good experience for the fans, and that's always something that's on their mind. All the success that's coming their way is just deserved, and you know, there's more to come, and there's never going to be enough. Not in my opinion, because I don't know anyone else who's gone through these kind of moments and just kept a level-headed mentality throughout all of this.
题，请拉破怪来解答。
레몬스터.
Memorizing 3 bugs in 10 seconds.
아이고야, 이거 하는 어휴.
빨리 좀 주세요. 빨리요.
세 개를 골라야 되는 거 아니야?
잠깐만요.
Oh my god. I don't even remember them. I don't remember them. Let's see. That's one. That's another. No.
3번 너무 어렵다. 3번, 6번, 13번? 아니 3번하고 11번 차이가 뭐야? 아이씨, 나 3개를 다 맞췄어요? 방탄소년단이 또 음원이 나왔습니다. 우리 팬들이 또 이렇게 또 준비를 해줘가지고요. 우리 모양을 또 감사합니다. 우리 남준이 오빠 잘해주라고. 네. 문제.
Okay, it's a term of endearment and respect used by women to refer to men they are close to that are older than themselves.
맞추는데 레몬이에게 살짝씩 양보해주세요. 사주가 조금씩 들어오네요. 그러네. 사주.
저희 오늘 랩몬스터가 부재 중이어서 저희 안무 팀장님이 대신 무대에 올라서게 되었습니다. 저희 방탄소년단 안무를 모두 다 직접 만드시는 바로
Kudos to him as well.
랩몬스터입니다.
네? 아, 당연히 EXID 선배님이 하시겠죠. 어제도 EXID 선배님이 했는데 오늘도 하시겠죠 뭐.
네, 1일 공약 준비하고 계신 거 아니었어요?
네, 저요? 만약에 하면 립스틱으로 이제 저희 입술을 바르고 아이니즈 무대를 하기로 했는데
아유, 좀 보기 힘들더라고요.
보이나? 잠시만요.
이번 주에는 어떤 게 예상하시나요?
그렇죠.
1위 후보에 든 것만으로도 영광입니다.
팬분들한테 살렸습니다. 사랑합니다.
도와주십시오.
도와주십시오.
와우, 5월 첫째 주 M 카운트다운.
Oh my god, it's Exceed. I don't know, I've never heard of Exceed before, but clearly these guys, they were, popular. I don't know if they still are doing their thing, but let's see.
대세 아이돌 EXID와 방탄소년단의 대결 최종 결과 보여주세요.
오늘의 최종 결과 먼저 음원 판매 점수입니다.
음반 판매 점수입니다.
선호도 점수입니다.
소셜 미디어 점수입니다.
Okay, so there's 2-2 in categories.
엠넷 방송 점수입니다.
네, 마지막으로 생방송 문자 투표 점수를 합산한 오늘의 영광의 1위는
Let's go.
와, 축하드립니다. 소감 부탁드립니다.
Oh my god, look at the shock. Yes.
강시혁 PD님, 최효정 부사님, 김신규 이사님, 인석주 이사님, 이혁 이사님 진심으로 감사드리고 저희 회사 빅히트 너무 사랑하고 저희 가족분들 너무 사랑하고 이상한 타겟 해주신 저희 아미분들 너무 감사합니다. 열심히 하겠습니다.
아빠 엄마 사랑해요. 우리 아미도 사랑해요. 자, 소감 한 번 더 말씀해 주세요.
진짜 저희를 믿고 항상 응원해주신 저희 아미 항상 정말 감사하고 사랑합니다. 감사합니다. 사랑합니다.
Look at that. Just take a look at RM. RM's happiness. All of them.
What
Wow.
exactly does the first win mean for a group? The first win in general is like pretty cool, pretty important. I think that it is a good way to indicate that you are established. Your new album was recognized. You have done enough and worked enough that you've kind of reached that level, you always see artists cry on their first win. I think it's a really special moment for the group that they've reached this level of achievement.
우리 스타일라인 많이 기다렸죠? 너무 기다리게 해서 너무 미안하고 너무 감사합니다.
이쪽입니다. 다 들어오셔야 돼요.
고맙습니다.
아 대박 진짜.
아 진짜 이게. 이리라니 감사드려요 진짜.
이 기쁜 마음 어떻게 표현할지 모르겠어요.
진짜 저희 팬 여러분들 덕분에 생각합니다. 정말 너무너무 감사드려요. 진짜 사랑해요. 진짜 사랑해요. 진짜.
I am so happy to see them win, get awarded, succeed. And you can tell that win is important. I mean, I think it also takes away a lot of pressure. Now, I'm not talking about outside pressure, but probably pressure and tension within themselves because it's constantly on their mind. Maybe not the most important thing, but it's there. It's kind of nagging, and getting that out of the way, I think it unlocks just more fuel for them to burn in their journey to success. Really. Sorry, but wasn't that really close? I'll have to see again. Wasn't that really close? Oh, it was. Around 100 and something, 113, 9 points. I don't know. That was wow. Oh, let's not skip.
진짜 말도 안 돼요, 진짜.
좀 깜짝 놀랐나 봐요.
저도 기쁨과 눈물이 안 나.
와 진짜 너무 좋아갖고.
He's so happy.
아니 진짜 너무.
어이가 없어가지고.
와 나 진짜 나도 와. 야 지민아 얘기 좀 해봐. 이때 잊지 못할 순간이다.
아 진짜 생일 파티 같아. 몰래 카메라 같아요.
와 진짜 깜짝 놀랐어.
좋네.
진짜 어떻게 해 진짜. 진짜 좋네요. 진짜 열심히 할 것 같아요. 진짜 잊지 않겠습니다. 진짜 좀.
Oh God! I was just thinking, how can you be upset? How can you be upset at other people achieving their dreams? Especially people that you aren't even competing with yourself. If we just remove that, fans of other groups accusing BTS of these things. I understand that you're wanting your own group to win, but in any competition where there's a winner, there's also a bunch of people that don't win. They're not losers, but they just didn't win. That's how I like to see. There's only one person that can get this prize, and like I said, it can only be one. All these years of BTS watching other people snag this, snag that, they didn't start accusing anybody of X and Y. Instead, they've just been working harder. That's the appropriate response. If you're in a competition of some sort and you're trying to win something, it's about trying to improve yourself and just grow organically. Be honest in your ways. That's what BTS were doing. We just saw how they lost and the kind of reflection that they gave and how they turned that into something else, and they worked hard, and look, they got rewarded with it. Just give me 1 second.
근데 2010년부터 그게 점점 등장하는 듯 했어. 저희 회사에 어떤 사람이 찾아옵니다. 4억을 주시면 한 달 정도는 1위에 고정해드릴 수 있습니다. 그냥 발표만 했다고 하면 1위를 하는 거야. 그냥 통계적으로 봤을 때는 그렇게 많을 수가 없는 광고, 팬, 행사, 수익, 드라마 캐스팅이 될 수도 있고 그룹이면 그러니까 의혹이 있을 수밖에 없는 그런 분들이 그런 일들이 좀 있었어요.
축하합니다. 방탄소년단 축하합니다.
Given Bangtan's popularity was much more prominent outside of Korea, many believed that the album sales were faked. What? Truly the kings? I think it comes down to the fact that maybe people don't realize, but BTS has been all about the fans from the very get-go and making a genuine bond with them. So, what's the basis?
저 열심히해서 더 저희가 보답하겠습니다. 상이 되게 무겁네요. 이 무게를 기억하고 나올 때도 열심히 했습니다. 감사합니다. 예, 상 받았다! 고마워요.
사랑해요, 우리 아미 여러분들. 진짜 고생했습니다.
Honestly, it breaks my heart. All the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears that these guys are putting in. And to get your wins and then be met with that kind of response. Let people have their victories.
우리 랩몬 형이 잘 고생 많이 했어.
But nothing can take away from it.
우리 활동하기 시작하기 전부터 랩몬 형이 되게 막 걱정 많이 하고 혼자 되게 힘들었는데 이제 팬분들이 되게 저희 이거밖에 만들어 주신 것 같아요. 아 랩몬 형이 되게 대신 불러주네.
몰라요.
내일은 정말 다 같이 놀 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다. 왜냐하면 우리 팀에는 무기력한 사람들이 좀 몇몇 있어가지고요. 같이 놀고 싶어도 야 건드지 마 하니까 그 사람들이 좀 놀 수 있게 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
말레이시아로 가야겠다. 휴가 받으면 진짜로. 와, 세상에 어떻게 이럴 수가 있지?
와, 진짜. 근 5년 만에 이렇게 많이 먹은 건 처음인 것 같아.
꽃게 잡고 싶다. 꽃게가 살까요?
Crabs.
저도요.
너무 좋았어. 진짜 못생겼다. 깐깐지원처럼 생겼어.
오랜만에 사랑을 받으셔. 짠.
Hey. He threw it in. He actually threw it in.
이거 타고 가는 건가?
야, 서. 야. 제2호. 길이야 됐어. 너가 너네. 교육받은 거 느낌. 진심으로 놀랐어.
코끼리 때문에 침이 바지에 다 젖었어요. 아 코끼리 침도 참 세구나.
We keep the snakes away. That looked like a pretty thick one too. I don't know. Oh.
귀엽네. 짱짱보가 혓바닥 내미는 것 같아.
일단 코끼리 실제로 처음 봤고요. 호랑이 실제로 처음 봤고 뭐 이상한 새들도 있고.
나만 가는 줄 알았어. 다 나가는데. 수영장 밥 먹으러.
그때 우리가 쌓인 피로들이 다 싹 다 날아간 거지. 네, 좋았어.
2015년 5월 13일 김남준의 로그. 화보도 금방 찍고 그리고 수영장에서 수영도 하고 애들이 수영할 때 나는 주로 의자에 앉아서 애들을 감상하며.
Well, the kids, see, he's already a leader, not just by name, but just the way that he is.
오늘이 마지막이다. 약 2시간 뒤면 이제 한국으로 돌아갈 것 같다.
예스가.
내일이면 다시 누워서 푸어 하고 있겠지 뭐.
한 3일 정도만 더 있었으면 좋겠다.
다들 멤버들도 스트레스도 좀 많이 쌓이고 좀 할 때였는데 예민해지고 근데 딱 좋은 타이밍에 화보를 찍으면서 힐링을 할 수 있었던 것 같아서 좋은
1위를 한 만큼
팬
여러분들께 보답을 하면서
성장해 나가겠다.
띵동.
시킨 밥이 왔다. 잘 먹으면서 잘 마무리 짓고 조심히 한국으로 돌아가도록 하겠다. 또 다음에 오면 되지.
다음이 있다 우리.
자, 2015년 5월 13일 수요일 전국과 지민의 로고! 끝! 아, 수고야. 여기 너무 야하다.
영화는
Wow, next time on Rise of Bangtan. So, just a little quick little summon. That was the fact that they got to just kind of get away a little bit, because it's easy to get caught up in, you know, doing the same thing and then just kind of, even something that you're super passionate about, if you don't get like a break, a mental break, a physical break, something for you to kind of just take your mind off of things, even if it's just for a couple of days, you can actually end up being burned out, even if it's your life's passion, you know. So that was a really important trip, and you can tell how much they all enjoyed and had a lot of fun. Just tells you how hard these guys work. Excuse me. But yeah, let's watch this.
자막을 달고 나가니까 세계로 수출이 가능하겠지만 한국어로 된 음악은 언어 장벽 때문에 세계 시장에 나가는 게 어렵지 않겠냐는 이야기를 들었었습니다. 그런데 한국어로 노래하는 방탄소년단과 K-팝 아티스트들의 열광하는 세계 팬들을 보면서 음악도 가능하다는 것을 실감하고 있습니다.
전설을 만들 거야. Will become legends, paving the way. Most beautiful moment in life.
한국이 말 좀 해야지. 진영이가 맞죠? 맥반 상태다.
지금 여기는 스위트룸. 굉장히 단 룸이에요.
Wow. It's always a little bit sad that it's over, but we have so many more to go through. Thank you so much to the Rise of Bangtan and Army Edit. Absolutely amazing quality on this. I'm still hoping that it's going to get picked up and it gets, you know, maybe a Netflix release or something, because honestly, this is just pure quality, absolute quality. It's just the way that it's put together, you know, it is just such a beautiful story, you know. And then the way that it's set up here, it's not just talking about the successes, because it's not just all about the success. When you talk about the journey, you have to mention both, you know, the struggles, the stops, the lows, the highs, the jumps, all of those moments that these guys are going through. And it's hard to put everything that there is, but they're doing it so well here that you feel, you know, the general vibe around the time where things were happening. And that's an incredible thing. But the fact that these guys actually managed to win and then they get accused of these things, you know, that is, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if it's manipulation. I don't know what kind of thing that spurs people to say so. Because I saw before that, you saw how every other group were crying and they were just so happy that they had won. So why, when BTS wins, does it have to be some sort of manipulation? Why can't people just realize that these guys have not just set their sights on Korea, but they're having an international fan base as well, and that changes things. It's like when a game comes out in Japan and people outside of it buys it, and then when it charts, people say, oh, but how did you do that well? I think these guys have just had a very tough time. Tough but beautiful. And it didn't stop them. Now, what does this tell you? What does this mean to you? When you see BTS, that's the question I want to ask. When you see how BTS has reacted, have they had an effect on you when it comes to your daily challenges in life or your goals that you've set? Do you ever draw inspiration from them? Because I do. Because when I see the kind of treatment that they've received and how they just didn't let that get to their head, but just continue to kind of look inwards and not outwards on how to improve, how to do things differently. That's something that I've drawn inspiration from, and kind of realizing that if something happens, I shouldn't look for the first excuse, but I should look at myself and how I could have done things differently, how I should do things differently, and how I can improve on the things that I'm doing. It's a very, I don't know how to say this, but these guys are incredible. You know, just everything that they went through from being from a fourth agency, an agency that has no name, has no real power there. You just go through the things that they went through. And you're slowly seeing their growth. You know, with each chapter, we see how they're just growing. It's not a fluke. It's not a chance. It's not a lucky opportunity. It is hard work. And just having everybody be on the same page and letting their personalities shine through. I love these guys. And this is a wonderful series. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay safe. Take care. About Bon Voyage, I couldn't get it done today, but I will get it up before the other weekend that's coming up in next week, so you can expect 2 episodes this week instead. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, stay safe. And regarding Run, it will be up tomorrow, I think. But yes, bye bye.